So let's talk about the pros and cons of an asbestos lawsuit. Now, the first pro is that verdicts and settlements can sometimes be very large. Sure, there can be 20, 30, $40 million verdicts sometimes. Not all the time. No verdict is guaranteed, and many times cases which appear to be fantastic end up losing. You get nothing. And other times cases that look pretty crappy turn out to have a great verdict. It depends entirely upon so many factors that are outside of anyone's control. You just cannot count on any lawsuit being a sure thing. Anyone who tells you otherwise has never been through a lawsuit. Now, another pro of the asbestos lawsuit is that compensation is available both to the individual injured and to the person's family for that loss of consortium. If you grew up without, you lost your mom or dad, you lost their love and companionship and affection as a parent. If you lost your spouse, you lost your spousal consortium, which of course includes love and companionship, but also includes household services. If you're living with your spouse, the spouse probably helped to do something around the house. That's a household service. And of course, then there's the loss of love and intimacy between spouses, and that can be compensated as well. And the last pro would be that wrongdoers are held accountable in a court of law. And for a lot of people, that gives a closure to them that's very much needed. Even if a jury doesn't rule in their favor, at least their story was told and heard, and an impartial jury made a decision. So closure is big. Now, the cons: lawsuits can take years to complete. That's just an unfortunate feature of our justice system in this country, that our courts are underfunded. We don't have enough judges, and no one wants to fix it. So even a simple car accident can take 2 or 3 years. Complicated asbestos lawsuits are absolutely the same. That's just a downside of our court system. Individuals, of course, will have to testify and be cross-examined, which is just never pleasant at all for anybody. I mean, the person is a skilled attorney who's trying to ask you questions to prove their points, and they'll set traps and tricks, and that's just what they do. It's how our system works. Not fun to go through. And once again, there is always a substantial uncertainty over a lawsuit's outcome. You can never tell. So it's always a gamble. I mean, it's a calculated risk. You can usually evaluate the merits of a case, but that doesn't mean you're going to get the result that you should get.